Yo, what's up everybody? I'm back and here we go again. Another week, another day of me showing you how I'm gonna build today's food plan so that I can hit my macronutrient goals. And this is new food week. Yay. Basically, I'm gonna do all new meals this week. I'm gonna move some of the previous pieces of food around to change some things up. I'm doing some things this week like sauerkraut, vegan sausage, pizza pitas, different things that I haven't used in the past, using them in different ways. So if you've watched some of my videos before, you'll notice I use a lot of the same repeating things because part of the reason that I'm able to do this every day is because I love simplicity, I love repetition, but for you watching, that may not be the funnest to see over and over and over again. So new food week, very excited. Before we get started, before I show you today's plan, do me a favor. As usual, if you find this video to be helpful for you, please hit the like button. Maybe even the subscribe button while you are already chilling out on my page. So anyways, yeah, I did all new food. I did my grocery list over the weekend, and the way that I approached this was essentially, I thought, well, what do I want to eat? And what I did is I added the food to my app before I actually bought the food. So that way what I could do is figure out, okay, what's possible and what's not possible. And so I spent about an hour taking that food, adding it in. I used Google to type all the nutritional information in. And then I just built a plan essentially based off of that. Some of these pieces you will find are still the same. Some of the snacks, the frozen fruit bar, for example. But I'm really kind of trying to just take a different approach this week. Doing a lot of the pitas this week, just because it seems like it's something that's really easy to do, very low calorie, and a nice change of pace as well. I got a sandwich maker. A panini maker on the way here, so I'll be able to use that this week. But in the meantime, I'm using the toaster, which does a good enough job. So anyways, before, instead of sitting around talking about it all day long, let me show you how I put together today's plan. Let me show you all the cool, funky, not that funky, but new foods. Take a look. Okay, let's take a look at how I built today's food plan and how I'm adding these new foods in. Let's go into the app, of course, the upper right hand corner, the My Macros Plus app. And here's how I have built today. So if you've watched my previous videos, you know that my goals here on my overall numbers are that I want to be over by 1 on my total calories, but I try to be less than 50. As you can see here, I'm 30 calories over, so right there in the middle. All my numbers at the top look good. I always prefer to be more over on my protein if I can. So this is a good day set up here, which is nice, especially because I'm starting out with like new meals. It's always a little bit difficult, sort of those first few days, making it fit just right. So really good start here to the week. So as usual with all of my days, I also start off by adding my pre and my post workout first. My pre and my post workout, of course, contain 1.5 scoops of whey protein. You can see there I've got both of those in. And then on my pre-workout, I shoot for between 30 and 50 grams of carbs. You can see here I've got 41 grams of carbs on my pre by having 1 Pop-Tart, so that works out. And then on my post-workout, I shoot for about 90 to 100 grams of carbs, doing something a little bit different, doing some Ezekiel bread toast, some raw honey, and some sliced bananas as well. So you can see here I ended up at 97 carbs. So I add those in every day first, and then I work around them with my meals. So starting with my meals today, what am I doing? I'm doing breakfast burritos. I'm doing a 1.5 cups of the liquid egg whites, a couple of the wraps, and then you can see some of the stuff I'm adding on to it. I'm doing these hash browns this time, which is, they're these prepackaged, I'm having trouble talking today, prepackaged frozen hash browns that I got from Walmart, and I'm just going to put those in the toaster and warm those up. So it's something just a little bit different for a little bit of crunch in the morning. So that's what my breakfast looked like. And then I've got a cup of the Greek yogurt on the side. It's flavored. Let's go to lunch. I got another wrap. I got a pizza wrap. This is the one that I actually tried this over the weekend, made this. It's a real nice wrap with very, very low calories. In fact, you can see here I'm doing 2. See, it says 2 wraps at the top. If you look at the bottom, once I add all of my toppings and everything in, it's still less than 500 calories for the whole meal. So in these wraps, what I'm doing is the turkey pepperoni. I'm doing some low-fat mozzarella cheese, some green olives, doing about 5 ounces of turkey or of chicken breast. That'll be split between the two, so it'll be about 2.5 ounces each burrito, and then some pizza sauce as well. I've got half a cup on there. I'm probably going to drop that down because that feels like a lot of pizza sauce. So, and now it says I'm 0 calories over, right on the dot. We'll live with that. So half a cup of sauce, I'll split that between the two. And then for dinner, this is the vegan sausage and sauerkraut meal that I mentioned before. I love sauerkraut. I understand if you don't, most people do not. But the cool thing about sauerkraut is it has hardly anything in there. In fact, if you look, 5 ounces of sauerkraut only contains 2.5 grams of carbs, and that's it. There's just hardly nothing to it. So, you know, a nice thing to kind of to eat whenever you're trying to conserve calories. I got my pouch of whole grain rice as usual. I'm doing a can of diced white potatoes, something I haven't done before either. And then additionally, I'm adding in some guacamole and some non-fat, non-flavored Greek yogurt for a sour cream type of feel on the side. You've seen that a few times for me. So that is my total dinner. 774 total calories. And then I got a few snacks that I'm going to have throughout the day. This is pretty standard for me on any week because they're easy. They're plug and play. I got my frozen fruit bars, my other Pop-Tart I'm going to eat at some point during the day. Do a half a cup of raisins, and I'm going to do a couple of buffalo chicken patties, the vegan patties from Walmart. So anyways, that's how I built my entire day. My numbers work. The new food works. Like I said, it took me about an hour to kind of add in the different ingredients, add in the different food, plug it and play it, add, you know, different types of quantities and things. Took a little bit to kind of do that, but once I had it, it looks good. And the nice thing is now that I've got this, I've got sort of a template that I can use going forward. I've got a good understanding of what these meals are. So, you know, pretty nice. So that's it for today. Let me know if you got any questions. Hopefully this helps, and we'll see you on tomorrow's video.